guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be creating this look. This is my everyday go-to makeup look. If you want to catfish 101, then this is the look that you need. Wait till you see me in the next clip. I look like a completely different person. So guys, if you want to see how to create my everyday makeup look, then just keep. So guys, before we jump on in, just ignore this crazy hair. I've just plaited it last night just so it goes wavy. The first thing I'm going to do is to prime my face. Now I wouldn't normally do that first, but obviously because I'm doing an everyday makeup look, I don't really do a lot of eye makeup on like a day-to-day basis. So I don't need to worry too much about any fallout or anything underneath my eyes. So I am just going to go in first with a primer. And the primer that I'm going to use, which is one of my go-tos, I mean, I don't know how many bottles this I've gone through, it's amazing. This is the Embryolisse Lait-Crème Concentrate. I absolutely love this stuff. It's like a 3-in-1 product, so it's a moisturiser, a makeup primer and a moisturising mask all in one. So if you are someone who's got a drier skin, I definitely think that this would be amazing for you. And I'm just going to pat that into the skin. I like to rub it a little bit and then I'll pat it in, because you do find that things work more effectively if you like press them in rather than rubbing them around. And I always do my brows first. This is just habit. I think it's because of what I got taught when I did my makeup course to become a makeup artist. I'm going to actually brush them a little bit through with some soap. That's just what I've been doing. I've seen it on TikTok and I've been obsessed with doing it, and I just feel like it gives a much nicer, like neater finish to my brow. So I will zoom you in a little bit and we will do that. I have literally just got a little chunk of this. This is like a Dettol antibacterial soap. I don't know if it really matters what soap you use. I've just snapped a little bit off so I can keep it in my makeup bag. I've been using this and I've found that this has worked fine. So I'll just give this a little spray. And then I just brush this on a little bit. That's literally it. And then I've got a little bit on here. So I'm literally just going to brush them up. Ignore the fact that my brows are desperate for, like, they do need waxing. I'm sure everyone with isolation is in the same boat as me. This does work a lot better if you are someone who has got like a really thick brow. She did say that, the girl, when I was watching it, but I just use it to get my shape. So I just brush them all up and then I brush them into the shape that I would like, that I naturally fill them in. So I like this bit a little bit fluffier at the front, and then I just brush this bit round. You see how it's just sort of give me a nice shape. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go in with heavy eyeshadow because this is like my everyday look, but I am going to go in with a little bit of P.LOUISE base. I always carve out my brows, and I do want to put a little bit of something on the lid because I am going to be putting just a really nice like shimmer wash over the lid. It's something that I always do, especially if I want that like really glowy look, and that tends to be the look that I want to go for on a daily basis if I'm looking for something really simple and really easy. So this is just the P.LOUISE base. Obviously this is like one of the best eyeshadow bases ever. This is in number 2. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on the back of my hand and pop it on a flat brush and carve out my brows and prime my eyelids. So I like to use a really flat brush for this. This is one of the Pro brushes. I couldn't even tell you what number this is because it's that well loved. I haven't got a number on it, but it is a Pro brush. So I'm just going to pat this on. You do want to make sure that you've got quite a lot of that product on your brush. And I like to take it across the bridge of the nose as well. And if that brush starts to get dry, don't be afraid to go back in to the base to dampen it again. You can use pretty much any concealer for this. Just I know the base is amazing for making eyeshadows pop. So I'm just going to carve the brow now, and I'm basically just going to follow the shape of my brow. I go around the brow. This again is something that I always do. Something that I was trained to do. And then I'm just gonna brush that up to where I'm going to take the end of my brow. That is one of my brows carved and my lid primed. I'm going to match this up on the other side and I will catch up. Now I've done that, I'm just going to go in with the Dull Beauty Dull Light highlighter in Shine Bright. I absolutely love this on the eyes. It looks amazing, especially if you just want a quick wash of colour. So I'm going to take like a packing brush like this. This is actually clean. I've cleaned it with a colour switch. It's just that I've done like a purple eye look and it's actually stained the bristles. So I'm just going to take this on this brush and I'm just going to wash this over the lid. This just gives you the most glowy. Oh, It's amazing and it's so effortless. Whenever I do my eyes like this, I always get comments on what have you got on your eyes. Oh my god, your eye makeup looks amazing. And I'm like, it's literally took me 30 seconds. I'm just going to match this up on the other side. I'll be back. Honestly guys, like this looks like nothing now. But when I get the foundation and everything on and the lashes and the liner, it does look absolutely amazing. I assure you that. So I'm going to zoom you out. I'm actually going to finish the eyes off once I've done the base. So I'm going to go in with my foundation now. My everyday go-to foundation at the moment is the Stay Naked by Urban Decay. This is amazing. I've actually done a full video on this. I absolutely love it. And I do think I'm probably going to need a new one before long. It looks like it's nearly out. This is in 40 Warm Orange. Now, let me just pre-warn you. This was purchased for my holiday when I was tanned. As you can see, I've got no fake tan and I'm not tanned. I am going to look, I'm going to blend it down into my neck, but it is going to be, there's going to be a slight colour difference, so don't pick on me because of that. It's just because I don't actually have this in the right shade, and to be fair, most of my foundations are actually tan shades because I started wearing fake tan all the time, but since isolation I haven't put any fake tan on, so we'll just go with it. I'm really sure I can make this work. I like to sort of tap it onto the face. Actually, do you know what? It doesn't look... This foundation is bomb. I will blend it down underneath my neck. So I'm basically just going to continue on to blend this foundation out, and once the foundation is blended out I'll catch it. Okay, so we're all blended out. I did actually go in with a beauty blender just to smooth off those lines. Now guys, I'm going to go in with concealer. I have been using the matching concealer to the foundation, which is the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer in 30 Neutral Yellow. I've had this for such a long time. I really have. I feel like this concealer's lasted me ages. It's not my favourite concealer in the world, but I do enjoy it. So I'm just taking this under my eyes like I normally would. I like to do a little bit on my chin, I like to do a little bit down my nose, and I like to do a little bit on my forehead. And I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. I can't believe that this was like a direct match for me when I was on holiday. Like, I was so brown, and I might not even get holiday this year. But gotta stay safe, gotta, you know, we need to get on top of this virus, and it's not nice the amount of people that it's killing. It's so awful. Nothing gets in under the eye like a good old beauty blender. Like, you can, especially these Real Technique sponges, I love them. You can really press it in to get underneath the eye area, which is what you want for that even blend. Now I'm just going to blend this forehead. You can really see how highlighted that as concealer has made me in this camera reflection. It really has. So guys, now I've done my concealer, I like to go in with my powder. The powder that I use like as my everyday go-to is the Urban Decay powder. This is the De-Slick Mattifying powder. It is my favourite powder. I've actually got a backup of it. I love it so much. This is nearly used up, but it just, nothing mattifies me like this. So I'm just going to take this all over the face on this fluffy brush, and just, I like to pat it into the skin. I'm just going to put a little bit of lip balm on because my lips are a little bit dry at the moment. This is just the Hemp's lip balm. I absolutely love this. I normally do this at the beginning of my routine when I do primer, but I totally forgot, so I'll do a little bit now just so it gives it a chance to soak in a little bit. I get such dry lips. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, one of my all-time favourites, if not my favourite product that they've ever done. I love this big fluffy brush from, this is a Primark one, it's the 115 large powder brush. It's amazing. And I'm going to start with the cheekbones, and I'm just going to take that onto the forehead, down and round. We always do it in a 3 when I'm at work. I'm like, what's the people go, how do you bronze? I don't personally bronze like that, but the easiest way to bronze if you're struggling is to do it in the shape of a 3. Ooh, that looks so pretty. And the thing with Hoola is it is really buildable. You don't get that initial shock factor with Hoola. You can build it up. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. I'm going to go in with NARS Orgasm, one of my favourite brushes of the moment. So I'm going to take this on the apples of my cheeks, and I take it a little bit further back as well. So then I'm going to go in with highlighter, and my favourite highlighter of the moment, can you believe it's not actually Doll Beauty, is Becca Champagne Pop. I can't believe it took me so long to discover this baby. My best friend Laura got me this for Christmas. Was it Christmas or my birthday? My birthday and Christmas are both in the same month. Yeah, she got me this. Absolutely love it so much. I'm going to cry when I need to reorder it because I know it's very expensive, but it's stunning. So I'm just going to let the magic happen. Can you see that? Wow, she's stunning. And we'll match her up. I like the Tin Man look, don't knock me. I also like a bit on my Cupid's bow. Best way to do it on your Cupid's bow though is take a little bit on your finger. I actually have decided I'm going to add a little bit of, just because I know this is everyday look, but these are so easy to use. I'm going to zoom you in again. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the PIXI Fairy Lights in the shade Sunray. These are their liquid eyeshadows, and I'm literally just going to go boom 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 because they're that easy to use. I'm just going to run this over the top. I mean, how easy is that? I'm actually going to let that dry because I can't put eyeliner on top of that because it's wet. And I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm going to do my lips first. I'm going to go in first with this Academy of Colour lip liner. This was actually from a Morrison's lip kit. And it's just such a nice, like, deep nude. Like a pinky nude. I quite like it. So now I've lined my lips, I'm going to go in with an Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Stark Naked, which is a comfort matte. She's so pretty. This is such a versatile shade. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the high definition gloss in the shade Buff, and I'm just going to pop this on top. This is by HD Brows. So guys, I'm going to move back up to the eyes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter just on one of these little brushes, and I'm just going to pop that under the brow bone on both sides. So, brows. I want to do brows because I want to do brows before I do eyeliner and lashes, because otherwise the lashes will get in the way of brows. So these are the three products that I'm loving at the moment. I'm going to go in first with the Delilah Cosmetics Brow Groom Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Sable. You get a little spoolie on one side and the brow product on the other, and I'm just going to sort of shape my brows a little bit and fill them in. I've already got that nice shape created from the soap brow thing that I did earlier, so I'm just going to fill in that shape that I've already created. Just gonna flick this up a little bit into the brow. I'm loving more of a natural brow at the moment, I really am. I'm just going to match her up on the other side. I'm going to do this, just filled her in on the other side, and all I've done is I've just brushed the spoolie through a little bit. I just like to do that just to reshape the brow a little bit. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Gimme Brow. I like shade 3. Now Gimme Brow is an amazing product. If you don't know what it is, if you've never used it, it's by Benefit Cosmetics. It is this little brow spoolie which has got little fibres and like a brow gel attached to it. So it actually helps to fill in your natural brow, like hairs where you get any gaps. It acts like a little bit like a brow tint. I'm just brushing a little bit of this through. 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I'm just going to set them in place a little bit. No, they're already pretty much set. Anyway, I'm going to go in with a little bit of liner. I'm going to be using the Revolution Renaissance Flick liner. I'm going to create a wing. I'm just going to use this to finish off. So we'll do mascara next. I'm going to use the PS, which is a Primark one. This is amazing. It's the Wonderlash mascara. I'm just going to use this to coat my lashes before I apply my falsies. So while that's drying down, I'm going to put some lash glue on my lashes. These are the Unicorn Cosmetics Vixen lashes. They're so super pretty. I'm going to glue these up, and I'm actually going to glue them on off camera. Once I've done that, I will actually catch up with you with all my hair down, looking a lot more pretty, and we will discuss what you think of my everyday makeup. Hey guys! So this is the finished look. Super easy. This is such a super easy, like, straightforward everyday makeup. This would be my go-to because, like, look at the eyes. The eyes look so super pretty, and literally I've used 2 products to create a highlighter and a liquid shadow, and if you just wanted to use a highlighter it would still look amazing. The liquid shadow was just me being a little bit extra. I'm absolutely, like, obsessed with this. This is like my go-to. I love it. So guys, I'd love to know what you think about my everyday makeup tutorial. Let me know down below. I also want to know what other makeup tutorials you would like to see. let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.